we are here in Lulzbot in Fargo, North Dakota. I got John with me. We are coming to get a 3D printer that we ordered, and we are so excited because we do a lot of 3D printing, and we are excited for the latest and greatest technology, which I understand we're gonna get right here today.
Absolutely, Matt. The Taz Pro that we're looking at for you guys is perfect. It gives the professional results you're looking for, as well as dual material printing, which from what I've heard, your team's going to be very excited about.
Yeah.
So let's go take a look at that machine.
Look at that thing. That is a very complex.
Printed hinges. It's amazing.
Yeah. Looks like those are free samples. I bet you that's a whistle. You should try blowing it.
Here, that's my whistle.
You blow it, you keep it.
I'll put it back. Howdy, howdy.
How's it going?
Good.
You all. Derek. Cooper.
Caleb.
Adam. Adam. Garrett. Garrett.
Matt.
Matt, yeah, Matt. John's just finishing something up, he'll be down, but we can go back to R&D and kind of start looking at the machine up there.
All right.
Anything else you guys wanted to see, or?
All right, we're gonna get to go check out R&D, but they said no recording, so sorry guys. I'm gonna have to just tell you about it in person and just say it was really cool. Anyway, stay tuned for when we get to see our machine that's built and what that looks like.
This is our firmware testing rack where we're doing smoke testing of a new firmware update. We go through our list of different checks that we do, and so all these machines match production. Nothing here is has any different variants or any different parts on the machines. Yeah, so this is our Taz 6, and so we still support Taz 6 from firmware updates, although we don't currently make it. This was sold from 2017 to 2019. Below here we have our Taz Workhorse, still a printer we make today. Down below we have our Taz 5, something that's been deprecated from firmware development, but we still test on it. And we have our Taz Pro S, which is a single extruder tool printer, and then we have our Taz Pro dual extruder. And so you can see the dual extruder here. And then we have our Taz Pro XT, and then we have our 4 different sidekicks right here. So we have our 289, which is the small ones, and then 747, which is the big ones. And then right next to that, our last printer that we currently make is our Lulzbot Mini 2, all the tool heads we make. So
Oh wow.
it's like doing an engine swap when you want to replace your tool head.
You guys are the 3D printing experts. You got, like, look at this. They can know what they're doing. And I understand maybe you still do, but don't you service other brand machines too?
Yeah, so right here we also have a division that just repairs every brand of 3D printer out there, so we get to see everything.
Yeah.
And
Kind of like Ready, we get to service and repair used air seaters. We get to see what's good and what's not worked well over the years. And guess what? If we were ever to manufacture an air seater, I would sure hope we can make the best air seater in the world. And that's what these guys are doing with 3D printers. They're making the best 3D printers probably in the world, and this is an example of that. So today we're getting this machine right here, you guys. And what is this one?
this is the Taz Pro dual extruder. We're just setting it up for calibration print to dial in the nozzle offset between the 2 different extruders. We use this calibration cube similar to CNC machines that have touch off for the Z offset on a CNC. We use that to dial in our nozzle offset.
We are so excited to get this new 3D printer. If you didn't know this about Ready, but we're doing engineering services for other companies, but also we also develop our products, and a big part of development is actually using a 3D printer, and that helps us get prototyping done quicker, helps us do some fit up and test quickly and not have to wait for a part to get manufactured in the traditional sense of removing material or forming or whatever. And so this is a great way for us to do R&D and to do it as fast as possible and get a end product to you, the customer, as quick as possible and as accurately as possible. So we are very excited for this. Our last one's had some glitches. It's done well for us, but it's time to get that thing updated. And Lulzbot, it's the way to go. And they're right here in Fargo, North Dakota. and we know the people here. Biggest 3D printer place around, right? Aren't you guys
Yeah,
the
we're
biggest in
probably
the
the
world?
largest producer of desktop-based printers in North America. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
we have, with the 9 different models that we currently make, been around since 2011. The brand of Lulzbot,
Okay.
and so it's one of the oldest brands in the industry.
Very good. Awesome. We got John here. He just joined us, and John is one of the owners of this whole thing, and he's going to show us what kind of things this thing prints.
A lot of times when people start 3D printing, they understand how the technology works, but they don't know what they're going to make with it. The piece that I've got here, so we've got a nice torque tool. It can be somewhat costly if someone was to drop this or if it broke. So we like to print flexible sleeves that match the geometry of the tool. Here's kind of a neat one. This is almost a go no-go gauge that you would use in a shop that does brake pads. You know, from the side you can see thickness, and then
Good visual.
the color kind of corresponding lets you know, is this good or is this bad? This, when coated with a ceramic slurry, can actually be melted out, and then you can pour a stainless or a bronze. In this
No
case,
way.
we actually have bronze material, and then
Like the pattern then.
yeah, the
And
pattern will
so
come
this
all the
was
way
made
through.
out of a pattern from
Yep.
the 3D printed.
Yep, this exact 3D
pattern.
file.
This looks like a plunger.
Yeah. So we've got something of a universal joint here going on.
Okay.
Pop the sleeve back. It's kind of a dust cover.
That's a flexible material here then.
Yep.
Yep.
Kind of
This is
shows-
definitely a plunger.
This can do 2 different.
Many different uses for this.
but
Could use it
like
for your
a
toilet
5 and a 2.
or a hat or whatever this is.
very true. So here we've just got the ability to.
All right.
Change-
Like a CV joint.
Yep, I've seen entire drivetrains like this, 3D printed on high-end RC applications
Oh, yeah.
for cars
Yeah.
and different stuff.
3D print your own RC car.
Yeah, very much so.
All right. Well, I know what I'm going to be printing a few of. We can print stuff like this, you guys, and
Yep.
dissolve away the support material.
So this is what that would have looked like when it
Okay.
came off the printer. The clear material is what disappears with water.
Yeah. Nice, and I understand we're going to get to see a print farm
Yes.
here on site. So stay tuned for that, guys. We are going to see a bunch of prints happening at their print farm. Hey, just the word print farm, that's pretty cool. So I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. In this area here, we've got our Lulzbot Bio. Bioprinting is more of a up-and-coming edutech for where 3D printing is going. Here we have a few fun files that we've printed. A tri-leaflet heart valve. This one is an artery tree. So
No
you can
way.
kind of see how it flexes. You can pump fluid through it, which is pretty neat to see. Yep, so you can see.
We got needles and everything here, you guys. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, the texture is actually very similar to hair gel, where it's thick. The needle can actually run through that thick material, depositing whatever you're trying to print without falling apart. And then after you complete the print, you can heat up that hydrogel and it becomes a fluid, so you can extract your finalized print.
Okay, very cool. Multi-purpose hair gel and support media.
Yep.
For all your researchers out there, check out the Lulzbot Bio. You guys ready to do print farming?
Yeah.
Or farm printing?
Sure.
So this gives us a nice overview of what's going on in the
Oh,
farm.
nice.
Something that's pretty.
This is
Pretty neat
legit.
to see.
This isn't, they're not just winging it, they're actually monitoring everything in the cells.
Yep, we'll look at temperatures, printers that are done with jobs, printers that are ready to have a new job start. Overall, 3 operators can actually run this entire print farm. You don't have to have a whole army to make sure that all these printers are up and running good. Some of the larger PETG pieces. This is something with a lot of strength on the part.
So here we have a Lulzbot Taz workhorse. How fitting to have the name workhorse when it's actually your workhorse machines making all these parts.
That's right. The types of materials that these machines are printing actually allows you to able to change shape and come back and have those mechanical properties.
How long can a machine like this last? Is it a year? A couple years?
A lot longer than a year.
Well, you're printing every day, right? Not just like
Yeah.
once a week.
Yeah. If you check the hour meter on a lot of these machines, you'll find 14 to 20,000 continuous printing hours.
Yeah, that's a few hours.
Yep.
20,000 continuous printing hours.
Yep, and that's just the time it's actually printing. That's not if we were to shut it off or anything.
Sure.
So,
What do you guys think of this? Isn't this cool? Awesome. I've got so many machines behind me, and they've got all kinds of different brands or ranges. Call it the hobbyist all the way to the pro. And I would like to think we're pro, so we're gonna try to use it that way. But yeah, this is cool. This is great. Who wouldn't want to get this in the mail? So if you need filament, this is also the place to go. What's the website, John?
Lulzbot.com. Lulzbot.com.
Lulzbot.com. Lulzbot.com. And you're gonna get well taken care of. All right, guys, there she is. That's our printer that we're gonna take back with us. Thanks so much, John. Really appreciate you
bet.
spending the time with us and showing us around. That was awesome.
Anytime. Happy you guys were able to come over to Lulzbot and
Yeah.
kind of continue your 3D printing journey.
We'll be in touch for sure, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe below. Don't forget that, because we do fun tours like this with cool people like John and his team. And we're going to have other company tours as well. If you've missed some of the last tours, here's a little teaser for you. Machining, and then the Skills and Tech Center over at Moorhead. Those were some that I did, and they were real treats. So again, like and subscribe below. Thanks so much for watching. God bless. We're out of here.